Well, Albuquerque may be in the clear for now. The storm has moved north. Chris is tracking it. Chris?
Yeah, and it's a chilly start out there, so you're going to watch out for some black ice around the metro with temperatures hovering around the freezing mark. We're at 34, 33 in Santa Fe, 32 in Las Vegas. So give yourself some extra time, especially on the bridges and overpasses this morning. We did have a little bit of a light shower move here in Albuquerque, but anything that does fall will be in the form of a rain-snow mix here in the metro. But we are seeing some bands of snow around our northern mountains in the Jemez Mountains and the Sangre de Cristo Mountains as we take you in a little bit closer. So this will be the target area for the heavier snow as we head into later tonight and also on your Monday. That's why winter storm warnings continue. We'll talk about how much snow will be falling and what we'll see right here in the metro in just a few minutes.
Is a live look at the Highway 550-160 intersection. This is from the Colorado Department of Transportation. The winter storm making for some wet and icy roads in the Durango area. Here in New Mexico, much of the snowfall turned to slush yesterday. Road crews in the metro prepared for a freeze overnight as temperatures dropped.
We could have black ice. That's probably the biggest concern tonight. We will have people on standby.
Roads stayed pretty clear overnight. We have some video from the Big I early this morning. Drivers traveling all right at a regular speed. A different story from yesterday where cars were sliding off a slick interstate. Police put up barricades on 528 heading up the big hill into Rio Rancho, but some people moved them out of the way and drove right through. In that same area, several cars slid into each other, creating accidents that emergency crews had a hard time reaching. An even worse storm hit back in 2006, shutting down schools for days. But unlike that storm, school is on for tomorrow morning. Parking lots have already been cleared. A crew of 30 spent yesterday going school to school, plowing snow and clearing it from roofs. A. Montoya Elementary in Tejeras and the two other APS East Mountain schools were hit the hardest. So far, the district says it's only seen minor problems.
Crews are working today and some crews will work tomorrow, whatever, and then we'll be prepared. We'll see what the weather brings us Sunday night, and then we'll have crews out very early Monday morning.
Well, the winter weather closed more than just school on Friday. All the city's libraries, museums, and community centers were closed yesterday. The Sunport was paralyzed by the storm, forcing the cancellation of flight after flight and stranding travelers. News 13's Kim Holland gives you a behind-the-scenes look at how crews scrambled to get the airport up and running again.
I've been working all morning trying to get this cleared out.
Crews raced against the snowflakes to keep the runways open.
We do one pass, and by the time I got to the end here, it was already covered in snow again. It was unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it.
Adrian Garcia worked all night and most of the day.
We all made a team effort out here and kept it going. Like I said, the way it looked this morning, I thought it was going to shut down, but we got it.
By noon, the runways were clear and mostly dry, but only a few planes were using them.
That plane's getting ready to taxi, and he's going to take off.
Some travelers were baffled by all the cancellations.
You can argue with me all they want, but I can see what's going on.
A Southwest ticket agent told us they were afraid the storm would ground or delay planes in Albuquerque, and that would cause chaos for other routes. So Southwest had the planes bypass the Duke City altogether.
I just came in and they were like, yeah, there's nothing until Tuesday. I was just like, oh no. So now it's the mad dash to get a hotel.
Hardly anyone will be flying out this weekend.
That's what it is. There's nothing I can do about it.
It's happened before, it'll happen again, right?
Kim Holland, KRQE News 13.
As of right now, there are several flights both to and from Albuquerque that are either delayed or canceled. To check on your flight status, head to KRQE.com, click links, then Sunport flight information. Animals at the zoo saw a rare snow day. Zoo officials plan to open up again this morning, so long as these sidewalks are clear of ice. Some of the animals hunkered down yesterday while others were loving it. It was a perfect day to be a polar bear in Albuquerque or a snow leopard. They both soaked in the kind of day that only rolls around once in a decade at the zoo.
The polar bears, this is their kind of weather. A lot of the tropical animals, a lot of the primates, some of the birds, they have to be inside when it's cold and snowy like this.
It was the first time the zoo is closed for the day since that hurricane-like storm blew in back in the summer of 2013, knocking down trees and damaging exhibits. With this storm, the concern was clearing sidewalks and paths of snow and ice for the humans. Although Albuquerque was hit harder than Santa Fe during this round of winter weather, the capital city was not spared. Police and wreckers were busy for hours Friday into Saturday clearing roads. While some chose to take the chance and travel, others stayed home. Some enjoyed the plaza, while others ventured out to Hyde Memorial State Park.
When was the last time you were up here?
A long time ago. But today I was like, let's do it.
Parts of the East Mountains saw close to a foot of snow. The driver of this truck says he missed his turn and got stuck in a parking lot. But driving wasn't much of an issue by the afternoon. Residents say the soft snow wasn't too hard to handle unless you were shoveling it. Locals took advantage of the fresh powder and went sledding off the highway, while others just enjoyed the change of scenery.
It's the excitement of waking up to a good white morning and seeing everything around, but it's work to live here. It's the wood that needs to be burned, cleaning the roads.
Rio Rancho drivers sprayed slush on the sidewalks yesterday. Some people used the snow day to do chores like shoveling the driveway or getting food at empty grocery stores, while others played in the snow and took their dogs out to enjoy the fresh powder. Well, we have more coming up on this wintry weather on News 13 this morning. You can find the latest road conditions and an interactive weather radar at krqe.com.